Hi, welcome to the Inner Vision diet plan, day 5 of 7. And this is an unusual diet plan because it's going to be designed by you and for you. We'll show you how to do this, developing this quality that we call inner vision, which is the ability to imagine a vision of the future that inspires you to move into it. So it's about how to get into your best possible shape without giving up the foods that you love. Now, your best possible shape is not just how you look, of course, it's how you feel. And so today's topic really is energy, how to deal with unpleasant negative energies, blocked up energies, and how to transform those into good, vibrant energies so that we can feel and act at our best. And so I'm Chris.
I'm Jenny. Hello.
Jenny, yep, my partner and pal. And we've developed this diet plan for ourselves because we both have bad habits. We eat out a lot. I eat very bad things sometimes because I love burgers. We drink wine. We enjoy life very much. We're pretty active and vigorous for our age. Are we not? I believe.
Well, we try.
Yeah, we're lucky. We live in Nice, where it's often very sunny, and so we can get out and walk. But we're both very fond of walking. We don't like the gym, really. We don't like sweaty workouts, and so we're okay for our age using this system. And each person is unique and different, and will have a different idea of their best possible.
And we both have different ideas, so
yeah.
We hope we can share with you the different aspects and attitudes.
Yeah, so over 7 days, each day we're looking at a particular aspect of inner vision, and today's aspect is, as I say, feeling your best by developing within you the right state of mind that will actually help you to feel your best. So I'd like to start by sharing what I think is a very interesting and surprising report that was quoted by Professor Richard Wiseman in his good book called 59 Seconds, Think a Little and Change a Lot, which is one of the reference books that we've found useful, and it deals very much with making the kinds of mental shifts that lead to physical changes. And he quotes a study that was done on hotel workers, where they split hotel workers who had a fairly active day. They split them into 2 groups, and one group were not told anything. They were just the control group, and the other group were told that the day-to-day experience of their work was actually extremely beneficial for them, and that the exercise they were doing was going to be lowering their blood pressure, making them feel good, making them actually fit and healthy. And so, presumably, with this study, the group that was told that actually did move around feeling that they were not only part of an important research project, but they were also all their physical exercise was good for them. And pretty, as you might expect, but it is, I think, surprising, their blood pressure, compared to the other group, did go down. They did lose weight. They did feel better. This is not some sort of flaky New Age idea. It's actually been proven by very well-researched studies. So what do you think of that, Jen? Do you think that's a good example of how your thinking actually has a direct and surprising impact?
Yes, it's absolutely true that when you think you're just going to work, passing the time in order to get out the door, and not really benefiting yourself in any way, then you feel pretty down most of the day. But if you think that what you're doing, your work is contributing to the world, to you, your energy is just naturally better if you get into the flow. Everybody talks about artists getting in the flow, but everybody can get in the flow just with the right habits, the right attitude. You can bring your energy into your life, into your daily routines.
Can I say, because it happens, we're in Amsterdam at the moment. We've done an apartment swap, and we're enjoying a rather rainy couple of weeks. But I went to see Steve Vai last night at the Milky Way Club. He did a 2 and 3 He did a 2 3/4 hour set, and he had an extraordinary energy on stage, and I don't think that he's a particularly well. I think he's fit now because he's done 230 live shows all around the world, and he was on his last night or penultimate night. And he talks about hamming it up. He loves hamming it up. He's very keen on playing to the audience and so on. And so you can see that he's kind of got in touch with an inspiring idea of who he is, what he's doing, his music, that actually invigorates and fills him with this energy that lets him do such long sets. And we would like to present to you a process that we've developed, which we feel will help you tune into your own source of inspiration. We have already started this series with talking about your touchstone, which is something that is meaningful to you, that represents the future you want to move into. And we'd like to develop that, talking about how you could embody your touchstone and really start to tune into your own source of inspiration. And so again, assuming that we've got some sort of idea of what we want to become, we've got a plan of how to get there, we know some obstacles that might arise, and so we want a way to face the day in a way that you can apply all the time, that's going to get us in touch with this source. So what's the first thing that we might want to do?
Well, the first thing that I think is important is gratitude. I just think it's so important to be aware of what you have got and what you enjoy about your life. Of course, everybody has stuff they don't like, things go wrong, but all the same, it's ever so easy to forget all the things that you really, really value and appreciate. The people who make your food, the people who keep the rubbish off the streets, if you live somewhere where they do the rubbish. And there's so many things that we can be grateful for. The sun rising, getting up, just taking into account your daily surroundings with a gratitude attitude, it really makes a difference.
It's transforming, isn't it? Because they talk about the power of love, and this is very much part of the whole thing, which is that if you, for example, if you're feeling down and you take the time to sit down and start to make a list of the things that are working in your life, you put yourself in what NLP calls, a resourceful state, because you've started to get in touch with what's working in your life. Same as if you're a great musician, you may be very old and decrepit in some ways, but when you sit down to play, you're getting in touch with this whole body of things that have worked for you. And so that's a great way to start. If you are anxious about the way you look or about your life or everything all at once, start with a gratitude list. Is a great beginning to set you up. And then, so having started to tap into a bit with what is working in life, how do we go about bringing the inner Slimmer, the best possible you into life?
Well, I like to think of an actor. We talked about musicians who can indeed be fantastic examples of energy, but actors are also a terrific learning. They have good teachers to all of us, because if you look at any actor who you've seen in different films, some people are really absolutely brilliant at playing different people, and we want you to do is learn how to play your inner Slimmer, learn to become immediately what you want to be in the future.
So right, because
learn the right thoughts, the right body movements, as if you were an actor.
Because we talked yesterday about parts of you, and the fact that you could see the greedy part of you as monkey, and of course you also have inside you all kinds of potentials and so on. And so this is about one nice little process would be this: if somebody says, well, I haven't got any energy, it's not really as if the energy is parceled out, and some of us have extraordinary amounts all ready to spend and some don't. It's a process, So if somebody says, well, I haven't got any energy, there's a great question, a very empowering question, which you can ask them, which is, well, how would it be if you did have energy? Think about it. How would you be if you did? How would things be if you did have this thing that you think you haven't got? And surprisingly, everybody has inside them the kind of image, if you like, the latent or dormant image of how things could be. We can all play initially the part of these inspiring people, the people.
And moving your body in a certain way, even smiling makes a difference. It's been shown that the endorphins in your body actually change with your physiology. And so behaving as if, acting, moving as if, changes your head. And of course your head changes the way you move. It's a circle. And we're just suggesting that you get in touch with that energetic side of you, however best you can do that.
So basically, you may be, if somebody said, okay, play the part of a healthy, vigorous, fit, slim person. Well, everybody knows immediately. All kids, you see kids doing this. You know how to act as if you did have that quality, and if you start to act as if, very, very quickly, that quality manifests in your life. It actually becomes real because you're expressing it, and what you express, you become. That's right, isn't it?
Absolutely. And the other thing that's important, so you're taking it from the body up, but it's important as well to watch what you're thinking about. And while we talked about chimps yesterday, today we're going to talk about ants. And ants are those nasty, crawly little things that get into your head, automatic negative thinking, automatic negative thoughts.
I know those.
That you play over and over the same. It can be the same problem. It can be some words somebody said to you yesterday or this morning. It can be all sorts of things, but you replay the same rubbish. And if you can pay attention when you see the ants.
And removal. So basically, we're suggesting that you have just as you have the power and the ability to get in touch with these inspiring aspects of yourself. So there are the ants as well. Old automatic. It would be lovely if we, like a computer. You know how a computer runs very slow when it's full of old programs that haven't been closed. I think that's like ants. It would be great if you could just merely restart your computer and let go of the ants. There are actually good, powerful processes, aren't there, around that do, and people, there's a whole school of how to release these things just by choosing to let go.
Just
at every
choosing
moment.
Different thoughts, letting go, and not trying to control the world, because you don't control the world. You're in the world, you flow with the world, sometimes better, sometimes worse, but don't try and change everything at once.
In other words, don't resist what is.
Exactly.
So basically, one of the ways of not resisting what is you can choose to simply accept what is, and then act the way that make the best of it by acting the way you want to be. So
and let other people be the way they want to be, because that's how they are.
Again,
and,
you can't
look for the
control
best.
that.
It may not be exactly what you'd like them to be saying, doing, or being, but just look for the best and get on with your life.
So so there's a mental shift here of acting as if, reminding yourself at the beginning of the day, hopefully you've got some sort of touchstone, whatever that is, reminding yourself to embody and act that, and then really we would say for your day and now and every day, because this is a very good fun thing to do, choose to move. Just choose to move.
Choose to move. And we've been reading Jeff Bezos' book about, well, not his book, but his biography, and I was very pleased to find that, like me, he always takes the stairs. About the only thing we have in common, but it's not
yes, for all other aspects of him, he has been very out of condition and fat at times, and he decided to transform himself by doing this. And basically, it's not about necessarily, unless you like to do it, having intense periods in the gym. It's about the small, regular movements we're all making anyway. And don't forget what we talked about at the beginning. Professor Wiseman's, the research that he was quoting was saying that when you are aware, as you move around, that your small movements are actually beneficial, that they are helping you to feel fit and lose weight and so on, that actually does affect your body. It really is mind over.
Affects your metabolism.
Mind over matter, and mind can make you fatter. It can be mind over fatter, or it can be mind over matter and make you slimmer. And so, really, we're suggesting keep this inner slimmer in mind during your day, and you really will enjoy feeling and acting your best, living your best life now.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, tune in tomorrow, please, and we'll be looking at how you can, what to measure to make sure you're headed in the right direction, and how to adjust your course so you get there as soon as you can.
And lighten up.
Lighten up.
Have a good weekend. Bye.
Feel Good Friday.
Feel Good
Yeah.
Friday.
Bye-bye.